There was an elderly man named Pa who possessed vast experience in the field of agriculture, having served as a government agricultural engineer for his entire career. On the day of his retirement, Pa made a commitment to devote himself to environmental protection and the advancement of sustainable farming methods. To initiate a sort of green revolution, Pa opted to begin by educating villagers on the principles of sustainable farming. He went to a village and spoke to the people, sharing his plan to buy large farmlands on the outskirts of the village and start cultivating different crops there. The village elders readily agreed. About 50 young men from the village expressed their commitment to the project and joined Pa. As time passed, news of Pa's project spread to neighboring villages, and more young people from those villages came to Pa's village and asked to join his force of young farmers. Pa accepted them, and now the count of his young farmer assistants was 100. The green revolution he conceived and spearheaded was doing great. Pa noticed that as the members of his team were young people, they needed help to develop better focus in work and be more cooperative with each other. Pa introduced a new daily event that will be conducted at every sunrise. He asked everyone to assemble just before sunrise and repeat after him in unison the Om mantra for 15 minutes. To improve attention retention during the morning meditation, he placed a large granite block as a point of attention to develop focus. The next day, they cooked food and placed it before the rock, meditated, and then ate their food. One day, a little mouse came to eat the food while they meditated. Pa, being an animal lover, wouldn't hurt animals, and so he got a branch of a tree fixed on the ground and a cat leashed to it. Everything went well. They adopted a number of large farms, and many more hundreds of young men joined the group. However, one day, Pa died of a heart attack. The group was at first shell-shocked, but in a matter of a few days of mourning, the young men reorganized themselves and voted one man to succeed Pa as their leader. Things went on well until one day, one person stood up during the morning meditation and said he disagreed with what was going on. He asked where the cat was, which he claimed was a part of the meditation. Some people supported him and the group split. Some weeks later, another man said that Pa used a white cat, but the one they now have is black. The group split further. Just a week later, another man said that the branch used by Pa to leash the cat was from an oak tree, but the one used by them was from a pine tree. The group split further. Then another said that the rope used by Pa was made of coir, but the one used by them was made of nylon. And the group split into multiple splinter groups. The actual philosophy of respecting and caring for nature and producing food for people taught by Pa was long forgotten, and the members created a number of groups that strayed light years away from the core philosophy of Pa. This story serves as a cautionary tale to demonstrate that the effects of divisions based on small differences of opinion or of whimsical ideas of particular individuals can lead to absolutely bizarre and meaningless rituals and customs. They could also end up in violent clashes among people. Due to the I am holier than thou attitude that arises from such divisions, what ensues is the decadence and disintegration of human society and the destruction of large noble movements. The story of Pa shows how the true message and philosophy of a wise spiritual master can be lost in the chaos of division due to baseless differences. You are free to relate this story to all that is happening today in the name of religion, denominations, sects, castes, and all such kinds of groups that divide our society. Let's all drop our differences and stay together. Unity is strength.